We're out for a minute thereabout. Welcome back to MindEase with Sandra. Okay, we talked about looking into deeper into what mental health is all about, right? So, mental health actually refers to a person's emotional, psychological, and social well-being, which influences how we think, feel, and act, right? It also affects how we handle stress, how we relate to others, and how we make decisions in our daily lives. So, something that involves how we make decisions in our daily lives, like every day, you should know that is important. That's how important it is. So, just like physical health, right? Mental health is not just about the absence of illness, it's about overall well being and the ability to function effectively every day, right? So now we'll look into the key elements of mental health. When you talk about mental health, what comes to mind? What are the things that comes to mind, right? So mental health, the key element, you can talk about the psychological well-being, right? And the psychological well-being relates to the sense of purpose. It has to do with self-esteem. It has to do with confidence. It has to do with the ability to, make meaningful choices. You see why it has to do with our daily uh, activities because how we live our daily lives and how we make decisions every day. So you see, your a good mental health helps you to make meaningful choices. So that's the psychological well-being aspect of mental health, right? Then when we talk about that, we also look into the emotional well-being of mental health. The emotional well-being of mental health includes the ability to manage emotions. How do you cope with challenges? How we maintain a positive outlook even during difficult times, right? How? I remember when I lost my dad and I had to write my final exam for my executive MBA. The thought of, you know, leaving everything, it came, it happened. I felt it, I thought about it. I seriously thought about it that what is all this about? But I also have to hold myself down and say, after this, what next? You're just at the finishing line. Why don't you just do this? Right? With the help of very few good friends, right? So these are the things. So having said that, we also talk about when we talk about the emotional well-being, we'll talk about the psychological well-being, and then we also have to talk about the social well-being, right? This social well-being is very important. He's the one that deal with us every day because it involves how we build relationships, right? How we communicate, how we connect with people, and how we feel a sense of belonging, right? These are the things, relationship with others. Of course, several things that comes with that. How do you manage yourself, right? Let's just say something happens. How do you manage? How do you survive it? So, mental health overall, if you look at it, it has to do with almost everything about our lives. Please, I am not a professional on this, but I assure you, I have the innate abilities. I have so much interest in this. It has always been part of what I think of doing, right? Even in my current job, I use it every day, right? To survive, to serve customers, to relate with co-workers, to manage my life, family life, and all that, right? Always remember that you matter. You matter. Stay tuned. I'll be with you shortly.